who are visually impaired.
Orientation and mobility, daily living skills, preparation for integration into regular schools, and getting involved in income-generating activities are parts of the training for the Afghans who are visually impaired. The objective for FSBA is to successfully integrate the visually impaired person into every aspect of society. Here is a typical refugee camp. Most of the staff and trainees live in camps. Life is very difficult for the visually impaired before training. The visually impaired person often gets injured unnecessarily. As a result, they tend to isolate themselves and be in familiar environments.
SSBA, or Support Services for Blind Afghans, was started in late 1986 as a project of SERVE. SERVE was founded in 1980 to meet the needs of the Afghan refugees.
A small library of both braille books and talking books is located in the main office in Peshawar. Here are some examples of the materials that are used in the training process. In the printing room, the Afghan printers are visually impaired. With the thermoform printer, multiple copies of braille material can be produced at the same time. Recording is done in the sound.
Steve Craig is the director of SERVE. He was the first trainer of the visually impaired in SERVE. I am very happy to see how the Afghans who are visually impaired are able to live independent lives. It is hoped that this training, which is community-based, is able to reach many Afghans who are visually impaired.
Sean is the present coordinator of FSBA. I have been here for the past 5 years. I have seen changes in the lives of the visually impaired. We are grateful to the many donors and non-government organizations who have helped us tremendously.
Ghulam Sadiq is the manager of FSBA. My whole attitude towards my disability has changed. I hope that many Afghans who are visually impaired will also be able to experience this.
The field workers are selected areas where the visually impaired are located. They are given training. Initially, the emphasis is on orientation and mobility. Whether in rural areas or in towns, this training is essential. The field worker goes to the home of the visually impaired and befriends him. Then he explains what training can be given and how this will help him to live as independent a life as possible.
SSBA provides training to the children, women, and men who are visually impaired.
Usually women field workers will train the women who are visually impaired. Daily living skills training includes trying to locate articles that have been dropped. The visually impaired person how to recognize.
Due to the war, there are many who are multiply disabled. Kayum, a field worker, is seen here trying to teach a man who is visually impaired, hearing impaired, and has speech disabilities. With the help of gestures, this man has learned to protect himself as he moves about.
This man lost his sight, both arms, and one leg as a fighter in the war. He was going to the bazaar to do something. This man is a clear example of how resourceful the Afghans can be. Terrain in the camp is very rugged. Mobility training is so essential. The cane and proper training enables a person who is visually impaired to move about easily. This boy from Chakdara has to cross this river daily to go to school. In some families, the male field worker is allowed to teach the women who are visually impaired.
Produce, FSBA's manager goes to work every day. He uses public transportation like the other staff.
Daily living skills are extremely important for Afghan women who are visually impaired. This includes tasks like drawing water from the well, cooking, milking cows, and washing clothes. An Afghan woman is considered useless if she cannot perform the daily household chores. Upon graduation, the visually impaired are channeled into various income-generating activities, sports, and agricultural activities.
Work on this land by myself. When I have lots of work to do, others will help me.
Others work as bricklayers. Carpet weaving. Animal husbandry, and handicrafts. Most of the graduates opt for the vocations of their families. Bruce is not only visually impaired, but also is slow mentally. Visually impaired children are prepared for school. They are integrated into regular schools alongside the sighted.
I am Tanja Dean, the resource teacher in this area. These are my 5 children. 3 are visually impaired and 2 have low vision. In the schools, there are resource rooms where the children can do any extra work that is required. Go to the park once a week. Working in camps is not easy. Some field workers use bicycles. Or go by tongas. And some use the office car. Each supervisor is a field worker.
Each supervisor has between 5 to 7 field workers. The supervisor checks to see whether the techniques have been taught or learned well.